Oh, say, can you see by that dawn's early light? I never knew those lyrics. I couldn't understand, man. All right, hello, everybody. Sirwalterj Journal Show. I'm he. It is the It's today, baby. Come on in. Water is touchdown. Come on in. Goalie. How y'all is? I want to talk about funerals. Oh, you see how I slipped into the sadness. Hey, Amber, Sakina, Victoria, Gloria, Charlene, Calvin, Nistic, Joe, and Minister Manning and Deborah. A whole bunch of y'all. Hey, real quick. Kendrick, funerals are sadder, Art. They're sadder than they appear to be, Mildred. Blessings to you. Afternoon to you, Victoria. They're actually sadder than they appear, and let me tell you why. I need y'all to focus real close on this. Boy, the Lord is be dropping stuff in me. Okay, here it is. I attended the Marlo Cribbs funeral yesterday. Marlo Cribbs was a close friend of mine. All right? I've known him for many years. Met him probably in late 80s, somewhere around there. Okay? Yeah, Leslie can hear. Kendrick, oops, my bad, your wife. All right? Packed house at the funeral yesterday. But let me say something to y'all that might be a little disturbing. Marlon and I had a very close, we fought. He and I did fight. We didn't always get along, but we loved each other. Felicia Nash. We loved each other like two brothers. Marlo helped me in a lot of ways, and I helped him in a lot of ways as well. He was my co-host of my radio show back in 2013, something like that. He's been to my house a few times. I've supported everything that he did. Okay? We didn't always get along. Well, let me tell you something about Marlo Cribbs and this funeral. I'm going to tell you something about James Ingram as well. I'm going to tell you something about Prince and Michael Jackson as well. Here's why funerals are sadder than they appear. Number one, when these people have concerts, birthdays, special events, and they want you to attend them, you don't come to those. No. Michael Jackson was in a little scandal, and people were saying, how dare he? They was like, boy, Michael Jackson really going downhill, ain't he? Just going downhill, ain't he? It's sad. Just so sad. But when he died, he became, Ron Kelly, the greatest entertainer ever. You see, here's the thing. When he was still alive, if you would ask who's the greatest entertainer, his name would have came up, but you would have been thinking about the current guy that was on the scene at the time. When Mike died, even when Prince died, then they became GOATs. Then we began to hurt. We began to go back in memory, and this is why their albums and their CDs and their downloads and the MP3s sell in the thousands, if not the millions, after they're dead. Understand? Wasn't nobody really buying Prince or Michael Jackson music during while the last couple of years of their lives. People weren't really buying them. But when they died, it was like they were climbing the charts. They were climbing the charts. Why? Because we missed them. Death caused memory to kick in. And I think this is a human frailty that all men have. And this is why our relationship with God is is fractured. Because when we really feel that he's important is when we are in need of him. And then when he satisfies whatever the need is, he's an afterthought. Marlo Cribbs had a couple concerts and y'all didn't show up to them down through the years. I went to his CD release and it was just a handful of people there. After all he did for so many people, there were just a handful of people there. Oh, this Marlo, well, we'll catch him next time he do something. And then he did something, and well, we'll catch him the next time he do something. So what happened? He dies. He packs the place out. Standing room only. If he was alive, he would say, man, I packed that place out. He dead. And he packs the place out. With people who were talking about how great of a man he was, but many of you didn't show up to his CD release, his concerts, and his the things that he did around. I know you didn't because I was there and you weren't there. This is a part of the human frailty of man. There are those who did speak at his funeral that was always there. Okay? Cedric Ware, who spoke, he was extremely close to Marlo. He never left him. And Alvin Carter, who Marlo lived in this man's home for a few years. Okay? They were like family. But y'all didn't care that much about Marlo until he died. Tyrone Davis, come on. You know what I mean? This is human frailty. There are people who hate me today, or they love me or they hate me. They have a love-hate relationship with me. You know, I do stuff and they'll come on here and then all they want. They say, that's just Walter. Whatever. That's family and friends. If I die today, you're going to have to build an arena. Why? Harold Washington, the mayor of Chicago, was hated. The first black mayor of Chicago was hated by a lot of white folks. And his co-workers, those senators, not senators, those people in the council and at City Hall, hated him. But when he died in 87, I think it was, they were the first ones at the funeral crying on TV and talking about he was a great man, he was an walking encyclopedia. And these were the very ones who gave him so much hell in the council. They called them council wars. All right? We are very hypocritical people towards people who are alive. And then when they die, y'all want to jump into the casket. Y'all are hypocrites. So what's the word? When James Ingram died a few days ago, thank you, Tyrone. I'm trying to figure out what the titles were. All the men. All the men and all the women. Okay? When James Ingram died, or any star, Don Cornelius, whomever, will say, oh, sure gonna miss him. We sure gonna miss him. No, you won't miss him, because when they were alive, you were not singing their music. When they were alive, you wasn't watching their movies. You wasn't watching Soul Train when Don Cornelius was alive. You didn't pay no attention to them. They were out of body, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. You didn't pay no attention to them. So when they die, it is human frailty for us to go into a mental recollection, is that the word, of a person. Then we begin to feel or say, I wish I had spent more time with that person. I wish I had bought their records and I wish I had made love to my woman when Luther Vandross was alive. Okay, all this kind of stuff. You wish, but it's too late now. They're dead. Now here's what's going to happen. Now that you ignored them when they were alive, they became big time. They became people of importance once they died. And you cried and weep and mourn. And what's going to happen? A few days, few weeks, few months from now, maybe it may take some of y'all a couple years from now, they will be all but forgotten. They will be forgotten. I'm sorry. They will be forgotten. And some, it will be like they never existed. Why? That's the part of our human frailty. I don't know if there's a fix for this. I'm going through now a friend, conscious, conscious convicts, Beverly Leonard. Some of your dictators sounds too much like Bishop. I know Jonathan Williams. I hear that a lot. The reason why I sound like Bishop Moody so much because I sat up under that man for 20 years. And it's because of Jonathan Williams I became a member of that church, because that man right there, Jonathan Williams, there was a seat open, available. And so you take the spirit of your pastor in a sense. All right? And so yeah, I talk like him. And I can't apologize for it. Kendrick says, when I die, I want Mayor Willie Wilson to sing. Shut up, Kendrick. Why did I read that? Tian said, my pastor calls this love for dead folks that we ignored and not support. Morbid love. Yeah. Don says he had James Ingram on his phone. I had James Ingram in my car. It's in my on my phone, my iPhone. I have a couple thousand songs on my phone. And James Ingram every now and then with Quincy Jones pop up. So I'm constantly supporting people while they're alive. But there's still, even in me, human frailty. I ignored them when they were alive and don't shut up, bro. Just shut up. Give me the flowers while... Now, here's the thing. It's not that easy, y'all. It's not. People sometimes come to me and say, Walter, I ain't heard from you in a while. You understand? I'm a public figure. I'm a public figure. I've got people who, whenever I post something, wherever, they come from around the world, and I interact with them. I engage with them. It's just too many people in the world for me to pay attention to, all right? So if some of you who are my friends, you ain't heard from me in a while, I got more people in my family, my birth family, than I do in the world. There's a whole lot of Joneses, y'all. There's a lot of them. And I got a whole bunch of cousins. So they're cousins that I haven't talked to in years that I've recently been reaching out to. Why? Because I ain't talked to them in years. So if I ain't talked to you in a while, you're going to have to wait until I get my cousins in here. Okay? That's just the way it is. Every time I think to call my children, I pick up the phone and call them. Or I Marco Polo them, we go back and forth. Why? Because I don't know when the day is going to come where something's going to happen. I'm going to get a phone call that says, they're not with you anymore. I don't ever want that. I don't ever want to bury my children. I want them to bury me. I attended one of the most heart-wrenching funerals in my life yesterday. A musician, gunned down outside an apartment, 23 years old. Yes, Marty, here we go. My dear friend TC from Oral High School passed yesterday. Got the message from my friend. I think I saw Gloria here. All right, passed. I had an asthma attack and he's gone. All right, a conga player. He's a dear friend of the Jones family. Just up and gone. I wasn't thinking about Leonard. His name is Leonard Hurd. I wasn't thinking about him. I really think about him. Okay? Only time I think about him is if I see him on feed, he'll be on here watching my show and he'll hit something, a like button or a share button like that. But Leonard is dead now. He's gone. I'll never see him on the earth again. Well, if he lived right, I'll see him again. But in this part of the life, I won't see him again. I won't see him. So what happened? After the time I heard that he died, I've been thinking about him throughout my day. Why? Because he's gone. Human frailty. Love me some Marla Cribbs. In the last few years, we didn't as much as we used to, but we chatted recently, and he was considering starting a new ministry that God led. Yep, I know it. My brother Tyrone Davis. He's right. I tell you. Yeah, Marty, it's a parent's greatest fear. I just text my cousin saying I love her. She and her husband are police officers. Abronian, thank you for doing something right. Because you be scaring me on these things. Yeah. Yeah, it's frightening sometimes. It's frightening. So, people, I'm begging you. 2019 is going to be a sad year for many of us because there are people who are here now won't be here. I have a prophetic word I want to give you. I won't give it to you in this one, but I'm gonna give it to you maybe tomorrow. The Super Bowl is kicking off, and y'all's minds all on the Super Bowl right now. All right, but some of you who on here are going to be less one person in your love life, meaning family, friends, someone close in your circle. They're not going to make it this year. And that doesn't mean they have to be in their 90s. All right? They're not going to make it. So what are you going to do about it? I know you got a whole lot of friends and family. I know you do. If you can, so you won't feel so bad, reach out to somebody. I'd say make a list. I got mine over here. Make a list and start picking up the phone. Not a text. Not an email. Pick up the phone and start calling them. Say, hey man, you know what? You were on my mind. You were on my mind, and I just wanted to say hi. I don't want anything. I just want to hear your voice. As a matter of fact, you know, I'll be as bold enough to say, hey, can I record your voice? Why? I just want to record it so I'll have it near me. I want to build up a, what do you call it? What back in the day we had a Rolodex, a card of everybody's phone numbers, and we knew many of those phone numbers by heart. We don't know anybody's number. I don't even know my own kids' numbers because they keep changing the phone number. So I don't know their numbers, all right? But it would be nice to have a Rolodex of voices. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? To have a Rolodex of voices of people that's in your life. I have it on my phone here. When people call and leave messages on my phone, many of you still have that as well. They leave voice messages, and I don't delete them. I like not Facebook. I like Apple, the iPhones, because even though you delete them, it still puts it. It doesn't fully delete them. It puts it in a folder, right? And so I have phone calls from 6-7 years ago from my old iPhones that's still in the cloud. And every now and then I hit the play button, and I have maybe 3 people who've died who left a voicemail. And I go back 5 years and I hit the play. Hey, Walt, what's up, fool? How you doing, man? I'm down here in Pompano Beach, Florida. I just want to tell you, man, you crazy, man. Keep up the good work. He gone. Every now and then I go hit that play button, and I just get teared up. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, that voice. Good to have a Rolodex of voices. You should do that. And this way, their voices will always be a part of your memory. Now, y'all got that idea from me, all right? Let them know that I told you to do that. I've got a lot of video of Marlo Cribbs. I have intimate moments with me and him. I'm finding stuff. I went to go teach at Trinity College in Palos Heights. I used to do there once a year. I would do there teaching a religious class. Annette Harris graduated from there, and she had me the professor had me to come. And one year I asked Marlo Cribbs to teach with me. I totally forgot about it, Tyrone. Totally forgot about it. And I found the video on my hard drive. There he and I are teaching a class at Trinity. I'm playing the piano and he's singing a hymn. I forgot about that. I mean, there were moments. I got video of him singing "Happy Birthday" while he was speaking and making jokes about me being as old as I was. I found those videos. I didn't know. I forgot I had that stuff. Intimate moments. They'll always be a part of my video collection. People see me recording a lot wherever I go. I'm paparazzi. Man. My mom, I got it from my mom. They call her Negrorazzi. Okay, okay. Constantly taking pictures and videos. People say, "Why are you always taking videos?" Then guess what? When somebody died, guess who get that phone call? Bring, bring. Hello, Brother Jones. Yes. Remember 9 years ago when you had your video camera? Let me guess. Who passed? Yeah, my Uncle Bobo passed. Yeah. You want a video from 9 years ago? Yeah, I still have it. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. I record everything because the moment's going to come when somebody's going to die And somebody gonna want that footage because y'all ain't making the footage. Remember, our parents and our grandparents, that's what they did. They had that reel to reel. They had that projection that they would walk around, a big old thing, okay? And they was filming our lives. This film of me and my brothers when we were a little bit running up and down in the backyard, okay? Playing in swimming pools. The swimming pools were only about that big, okay? We couldn't afford them, all right? My daddy had footage of all of that stuff. Back then, pictures and videos were something that they could encapture and have forever. And then you have to transfer that stuff over to the newest technology. Of course, the newest technology at that time was Betamax, and then VHS, and then we went into, of course, DVDs came later on. But they were 8mm, okay, and all this stuff, right? Get back to doing that. Y'all got your phones now. You got something that your parents didn't have. Compact. Film your moments with your family and friends and capture that moment and get you some cloud space and put it up in the cloud and keep it forever, or get you an external hard drive and put it on there. And here's my photo album, my video album, my voice album. You should do it. I have it. And I go back and look at the many people who have passed on, and they're right there. I'll never forget them now. You should do it. You really should do it. Mark. I've never seen the movie, the play Rent. Art. This is the service that a community journalist and documentarian performs for the community. That's you, Deanne. Come on. The day after my husband's family reunion, his first cousin passed away, and I got that call for video and pictures. Come on, triplet. People, I'm telling you, they always calling me. I have my mom's last 5 messages 3 days before her passing. Yes, I'll treasure them forever. Yes. That's good. Who is that? Michelle, the mother's board at our church. I've been sneaking up behind them and filming them. I've been filming them. All last year I was filming them. They were like, "But Brother Jones, what you doing?" I'm capturing. You capturing what? This moment. I don't like being on pictures and video. I don't care. I don't care what you like. Because once you gone, we ain't got nothing. We don't have anything of you. People don't think to record these moments with you, mothers. So I'm having my little, lately, last year I was calling some of my friends who have senior citizens as parents. And I say, "Hey man, your mama is knocking 90. Yeah, I'm coming over. For what? I want to film it." Why? Because you ain't got no film. I bet you ain't got no film. No, I really don't. Okay, I'm coming over and film it. So that you can have it and I can have it too. So my phone, or it's in the cloud now, it's full of videos of people who are not relatives of mine. They're just old mothers and old men. They're getting ready to die. And the family is going to be trying to figure out, okay, all we got is these little pictures. I got the video. Locked in time. All right? You should do that, people. You should do it. I'm scared of what you'll reveal if I go first. Triplet, I'm scared too. Yeah, I've been slowly deleting pictures from the cloud. Don't do it, Abronia. Don't do it. Don't delete. I pay my cloud expenses is up there because I have Dropbox Cloud, and then I have iCloud Cloud because I just need that space, because I take so many videos and pictures. I needed to stay up there. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got about 8 external hard drives. 8. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have 8 external hard drives plus several gigabytes in the cloud, plus my phone has a few gigs. Why? I got y'all's parents and grandparents stored up. So if you need a special video of remembrance, I have it. Why? I think it's important. Because The scripture said in the book of Isaiah, I think it was, that God was blessing and praising the people who were restorers of the waste places. They were the repairers of the breach. They remembered. They didn't tear down old relics like we do in major cities. There are homes, there's precious homes and precious buildings and landmarks that the city tears down and put up parking lots. You understand what I'm saying? And put up pay day loans and all this stuff. They've taken the precious relics that we remember and they just tear it down because it has nothing to their hearts. So we got to go into the archives of some library or museum to try to figure out what that building looked like on that corner. So the Hebrews, they loved precious relics and old things, and that's why they didn't tear down things. Even those in the Middle East, even those who were Arabs, okay, they held on. And look at the in Europe. Look at the castles in Europe. America's new. It's only been in existence since the 1700s. Well, maybe the 1600s if you count in the colonies, okay? But we're still a very young country compared to London, England, or France or Germany, and you look at those castles that's been there for thousands of years. Come on, you know, they believe in holding on. Look at Baghdad and places we just only know for war, Afghanistan and Iraq and Baghdad and places like that. They have relics there that's been there for a couple thousand years. They hold on to them and they're precious to them. Yeah, the cloud is where it is. The day after okay, I'm sorry. Let me flip. What are you saying here? We just buried a man who haven't seen his kids in 23 years. Oh my God. Kendrick, how can you put videos and messages on CDs and DVDs? Does anyone know? Videos and messages on CD, well, you gonna need DVD space. CD only hold that much. You're gonna need some DVD space. And it depends on if you have a Mac or if you have a Windows, a PC. But we'll sit down and figure it out, Casey. But I'm telling y'all, you keep paying the bill of the cloud, your stuff will be up there as long as you keep paying that bill. Pay the bill. Even Russia has beautiful older architect. Mildred, that is so true. When you look at pictures of Russia, you look at the town square, or whatever you call it, the main thoroughfare where you see Vladimir, and you see those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful architecture. And we have it here in America. We have beautiful architecture. It may not be original, but we have been influenced by the French, especially here in Chicago. You look at our architecture from downtown in some of the older buildings, and you will see a renaissance, an architectural renaissance in some of our streets, the Midway Plaisance, okay, where it's just even our lakefront, the skyscrapers, the design of the Carson Peary Scott building and the Marshall Fields building, okay. Look at the architecture, the big clock. That's from France. It's not from us. We didn't originate it. Whatever we got comes from. You can burn pics, videos to DVD and Blu-ray, thousands. Kendrick says. Yep. Marty says upload it to the cloud. It's the best and easiest. It is. Now, I think you should have both. Whatever's in my cloud is on my external drives. I have external drives here. Okay, I'm telling y'all, I got a whole bunch of external drives. There's several gigs. Plus, I've got these, these sticks, Y'all got the sticks, and I've got the cards, the readers, okay? It's important to have these in two places. Why? Because I had a hard drive that crashed, and the most precious, most beautiful stuff on it is gone forever. I'll never see it again. And I said, never again will I'll store items on one area. So when I started over, I bought it. I put the stuff in the cloud and then download it on the drive. All right. Yes, the SD cards. All right. And some of these I have in 3 places. Okay. And you got to understand, my desktop here also have several gigs, so it's a hard drive itself. The danger of hard drives is that they do wear and tear, and they might get destroyed. They break down. You might drop them in the water. All kind of stuff. All right. So that's the purpose of having it in the cloud, because it's always there. Now you got to put your payment on auto payment, so you never have to worry about missing the payment. Because let me tell you, if you miss payments, they'll tell you, we'll still hold on to it for a little while. But I almost lost hundreds and hundreds of shows from the Sirwalterj show, because a lot of my shows are on SPREAKER.com. They're basically in the cloud, and all those thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners. I didn't pay the bill one day. I pay about $50 a month to keep my shows from 5 years back, to keep those shows alive. I pay $50 a month. All right. And they're always trying to sell me more, and I don't want no more. I want no more. But that's just to keep the shows alive. And every week I get a notification. Every Sunday morning, my email says, here are your listeners for the week. 1,000 people listen to this show, and 300 listen to this show. Or this is your biggest show of this week. Okay? And when I look at it, it says, well, my $50 paid off this week. It paid off. Look at it. The people are still coming, and they listen to shows that I did 4 years ago. It's still a hot item. Why? Because I paid a bill every month. All right? Now, but one year I lost all that stuff. They said, we don't know if we can get that stuff back, because I forgot to pay the bill. So what do? I backed all my shows up here. So if I ever decide that I'm done with them, or I just can't pay the bill, of course can't pay a $50 bill. But if anything could happen, here it is. Backup. So this could break, I got that backup. That breaks, I got this backup. All right? At least 2 places. You're going to thank me for that advice. All right, I know, Yabronia, football starts in another few minutes. All right. I'm a pencil and paper girl. Love a hard copy. So, yeah. Same. Yep. I am too. People buy me, sometimes they buy me stuff like, because they know I'm a pencil pusher. I'll never stop being that guy. I'll never stop being. I got pads and pads and pads around the house. Let me see. I'll never ever stop being that guy. Okay, special paddings. Okay, and each of the pads. This is a very, very, very nice one here that a kind gentleman gave me. You're like, a gentleman gave you something like that? Yes, this gentleman is a gay man. Yes, he did. Yes, a gay man gave me this, and I accepted it from this man. Sure did. I ministered to him. And this was a special gift to me. This is a calendar, and every month, there I am. A very, very special friend made this calendar for me. Ain't that something? Every month. Come on, y'all. God is good, ain't he? Good to have good friends. I forgot I even took that picture. Yep, Johanna, he's still a man. He's still a man. Gay or not, he's still a man. I still accepted it. All right? So, Johanna, I'm like you. I got a lot of writing utensils, and I'm always writing. And then I put it on my Apple product in the notes. I have a backup. And then they're in the cloud. So I have the phone here. I've got the iPad here. I have another iPad plus the computer. That, you know, thank God for the cloud. All right, it's important. So I didn't mean to go this long, y'all. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to talk to you about why it's so sad to go to funerals. They're sadder than they appear because people go to give their respect to family members and they walk away not really realizing you wasn't really in that man's or that woman's life. You wasn't really there. They were acquaintances of you, and you just wanted to give your respect to the family. You know, and then these men and women become very important to you, and you go home and you might cry and weep because you wanted more time. Well, here's your opportunity. And I'm speaking to the choir because I know there are people out there who I need to spend more time with. And I plan to do that. I plan to too. So I repent myself. All right. That's all I got. Oh, floppy disk. Yes. Floppy disk. The 5.5. Was it 5.5? And the 3-inch? Is it the big one that was like a square? They were floppy. And then they had the little one that. Is that the 3-inch? 3, I think. Okay, that was a little harder. You put it in that little door that opened up. Well, the little one didn't have a door; it had a slot. But the big one, the big floppy one, had the door. Well, it had a slot too. Well, sometimes the door came out and you put it in there, or the IBM, it had a latch. You put it in the slot and the latch, you latch it, and then you hear it. It was a record player. Yes, the 5-inch was like a record player. You could hear it burning. You could hear it burning and turning. And you had to be careful. You had to keep it in the slot like a record because it could get messed up, demagnetized, and all kind of stuff. Deanne, she owed 5 1/4 and a 3.5. Yeah, Deanne, you're telling your age. No readers for those anymore. Yep, no more readers for that. So you got any floppy disks. And then they had those big ones, those big ones. They were huge. Okay, those of you who are in IT. Okay, I think I'm done. All right, y'all. The book is coming out. 2 weeks. This week will be gone. The next week, well, it ain't really 2 weeks. Gosh, it's a week and a few days. My book will drop. Oh my God, getting nervous. The 4 women that men desire. Valentine's Day. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. For those of you who pre-ordered the book, I'm having some printing challenges, so look out for the email because I am sending you my manuscript. If you pre-ordered the book and you sent money, Amazon is giving me a problem. So I'm going to fix the problem by I am going to email you each day my manuscript. Yes, I am. You will be the only ones in the world that have a copy, the very first copy of my manuscript. You will have it. Those of you who pre-ordered the book. It was the $10 pre-order. So if you sent $10 for a pre-order, you will get a manuscript, a chapter every day in your email, and you'll have the manuscript. And then when Amazon is ready, I will then send you an autographed copy of the book. And because you were very patient and waited, you will have a free copy of Volume 2, which comes out on Mother's Day. Yes, because you were so patient and you were so kind to support the book. I spent a lot of money on it in promotions and marketing and editing and all. So because you helped us out, I wasn't working while I was writing the book, so I couldn't eat. So some of the money y'all sent helped me get a sandwich. and it kept my lights on. Because you did that, I got you. Mildred, how do you do that? Well, I kind of took that offline, the pre-orders. I took that offline. I took it offline. But for you, you inbox me your email address and $10, and I got you. Let's go to PayPal. Gifted friends at let me put it here. That's my email address. Giftedfriends at AOL. Yeah, just email me. Gifted. Yeah. So for those of you, I want some testimonials, of course. That's another good thing of having my manuscript early, because I get some testimonials in here. Gifted friends, I'm typing it in the comments section. Giftedfriends at AOL.com. Okay. Remember that post you had about grammar police? Yes, Joe Hill. I remember. I do. What's your point? All right. Go to the PayPal and you can donate the $10 and you can have the manuscript this week, or you can go to my CashApp, which is Sirwalterj. Sirwalterj is the CashApp. All right. I'm putting it in the comments section for those of you who don't know. Sirwalterj is the CashApp. Okay. Alrighty then. And those of you who are on here on Facebook only, okay, you can go to giftedfriends at AOL.com, send me your email address, and go to PayPal or the Cash App and send the $10, and I will send you a manuscript, each chapter each day, and you'll have it before the whole world have it. And you'll see into the life of girl A, B, C, D. And then when the book comes out, bam, I'll sign it, and you gotta shoot me your mailing address, all right? And then I will give you a free volume 2 Mother's Day, okay? But I'm looking for some testimonials, so y'all please be a blessing and give me some testimonials to prepare for the website and for Amazon reviews as well. All right? Good, the bad, the ugly. This book is going to be well hated by many, many people. The men are going to hate it because, well, for obvious reasons. These are the women that men desire. And the women are going to hate it because you're going to think that you're girl A, but you're really girl D. All right, y'all. Gotta go. Super Bowl time. I'm going to let y'all watch the pregame, and I'm going to drink something and lay down for a minute. Enjoy my life at home. Peace and quiet. I love y'all. And there's nothing you can do about it. Hit the share button, will you please? And film somebody. Get their permission, though. Please, baby, please get their permission. And say, hey, I just want this time with you. Get your phone and do that reverse screen. I just want this time with you. How you doing? It's so good to see you. I love you. I love you too. Y'all embrace, kiss, whatever you got to do. And say, God, I thank you for my friend right here. I thank you so much for my friend. All right? And then you're done. And then pray that they live until the rapture. But if that don't happen, you got a memory. You got a memory. All right. No football for you? Yeah, no football for me either. I see the Cash App going off. I think I spoke too soon. The Cash App was going off. Okay, but those of you who are sending the Cash App, you gotta still email me. You gotta email me. Let me know what your Cash App name was, because I don't like the Cash App as it pertains to comments. You can't really put comments in there, and sometimes people send me some money and I can't thank them because I don't know who they are. I don't know. Oh, who are you? Thank you. God bless you. But who are you? I want to give you a shout out. So if you're sending a Cash App, please go to giftedfriends at AOL.com and let me know that your Cash App name, and then and so that I can send you, I can email you the paper. All right. Okay. Blessings to you. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.